nuts. I'm not like the other girl syndrome is absolutely insane. Today we're going to be taking a look at the biggest pick-me girls on the internet. Let's just get into it.
I'm the wife.
Okay, yeah, go on then.
Bonnie Blue,
Yeah.
you my husband, you cheeky bitch.
I'm like, well, you should have done it yourself.
Well, I slept with him that morning.
Well, you're not very good at it then.
That's fair enough. I would have nothing actually to say back to that.
Thing is, like, even the husbands that don't agree, if I actually sort of say to them, like, well, when's the last time your wife went down on you?
Right.
Or when's the last time you basically got a full service? Like, they haven't.
Yeah.
But, like, those partners still want the bills being paid for. Like, they still want the house to be clean. And you're allowed to nag at your partner if the house hasn't been cleaned or, you know, they're spending too much money at the pub.
Yeah.
But as soon as you mention something to do with the bedroom or say, oh, we haven't done this in a long time or you haven't gone down on me, it's like, oh my God, you're the worst person ever. You can't mention that or you can't pressure anyone into it.
Why is this person agreeing? I was just like stunned for like that entire conversation. I just didn't butt in at all. I was like, wait, is a woman actually saying this? What do you mean? Like they haven't had a full service? What are they, a car? Are you expecting the wife to be like a mechanic? You're gonna come in every year for your MOT? Oh, there you go. There's your certificate for a sucking your dick. Like, what? I love how much empathy this woman has, by the way. Like, someone's just told her that her partner's cheated on her and her first thought was, well, that's your fault for not shagging him good enough. I bet she's a great friend. I bet she's a really good friend. I bet all of her friends go to her when they really want some, you know, emotional support. I don't get why you would play this character. Like, why? It's friendly fire taking down other women. Like, surely you don't need to do this to build yourself up. Do you really need to put every other woman down so it makes you look better to men? Because that's her only audience, surely. No women are supporting this. And if there are, I'd question it.
And I completely understand, but you can't expect bills in the house to be cleaned if you're not at least going down on him.
That's the stupidest thing ever. Then you're just saying that all women are is like objects for the man to use. That's all you're saying, that you're just whittling them down. You're just whittling them down to being like sexual objects. You might like that. That might be something that you like, but don't say that all women should be like that, because that's not the case. God, I feel like a war king right now. Fucking putting my whole puss into that. What? I don't have that. I wear old baggy clothes with no makeup and my hair in a messy pony at the gym because I'm here to sweat. My body is covered and my clothes aren't tight. Are guys even attracted to this at the gym? Or do I have no shot? Wait, this just contrasts with itself. You're saying that you're wearing what you want because you're there to sweat, but then you're still like, oh, will guys fancy me? I thought that's not what you want. I thought you're wearing this because you want to wear it. You've literally just exposed yourself. How if you wore more clothes and exposed yourself more? Like, if you don't want to be one of those girls that goes to the gym and wears tight stuff because that's not like what you feel comfortable in, that is totally fine. You slay queen. But if those people want to wear the tight, and I don't even know what it is, spandex or whatever it is, let them. That's what they like. Does it really matter what other people are wearing in the gym? Also, I feel like the main part of the gym is like to improve your physicality and also just to improve your mental health. I don't really feel like you should be going to the gym for other people anyway, no matter what you're wearing. My mother thought he was raising a princess. She ended up with me, a feral person that speaks her mind, is sarcastic as hell, thinks she has 9 lives, and will happily stand toe to toe with a 6 foot, 200-pound grown man. But hey, at least I'm not a dull bitch. I swear we'll never see a girl like this ever again. She's so different. How? Teach me your ways, woman. Is it a flex that you'd go toe to toe with a 6 foot, 200-pound man? I don't even think I would do that, and I am over 6 foot. I don't think I'm 200 pounds though, but still, I don't think I'm up to that task. I don't think this one's that bad. I just think she thinks she's really quirky, whereas I think a lot of people are kind of sarcastic. A lot of people are fearless. A lot of people speak their mind. I don't really think these are traits of someone that is like a one of one, if I'm being honest. Most girls, I don't want to get my hair wet. Then there's me. God, it's so wet. That is so wet. That, oh my God. Most girls would never. But she would. She really is not like all the other girls. Look how wet it is, guys. Oh, that's like 3 days on the washing line, then it'll still be damp. This is such a strange thing to be a pick-me of, though, isn't it? Like, trying to be different just because you get your hair wet in the pool. Like, is that really something you want to one-up people on? I don't really think that's like a flex. Like, okay, right, you get your hair wet and then you're gonna have to spend like an hour drying that later on. You're gonna have that, if I'm honest. That's fine. I don't think other girls are really like trying to be in competition with you for that.
I feel like girls will be. I'll tell you that now, babe.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
My best friend was a boy.
I've never had a girlfriend. Never.
All guys. Always. Girls are drama. They like to just pump up it, make it worse, make it really bad, make it out worse than it is, and it's not. When you go to a guy for guy's advice, he's straight to the point and says it how it is.
This isn't just like only for.
Finally, someone from the other team is batting for my team. God, if guys don't get enough praise, that's what we've needed. This is what we've needed. I don't think that's true, is it? I don't really think that's a gender thing. I think like some girls tell you straight, some guys tell you straight, some guys will tell you what you want to hear, some girls will tell you what you want to hear. I don't really think that's a gender thing. Again, it's such a strange thing. Like, is that a red flag to like a girl if a girl's never had girl mates, or is that like totally fine? Like if a girl said that to you and she wanted to be in your friendship group, or you were like getting to know her, would that kind of set alarm bells, or is that just a normal thing? I don't know. I think it is good to have like guy friends as a girl, but then I don't know. That's weird, because then as a guy, should you have more I definitely think she's trying to play up to like the male audience of Love Island there. She's trying to like get like validation that she's cool from the lads. But she's probably doing that because she's always been hanging around with lads, so that's kind of all she knows. Just to try and kind of keep it a little bit balanced. Still a pick me though.
I'm not like other girls. I'm not even a girl. I'm a pterodactyl.
An L, oh where? Jump scare much? Felt like I was watching Smile. What's that about? It's a pterodactyl. Okay, that's fine, love. Identifies what you want to identify as, right? As long as that makes you happy. But just less of the screaming, if I'm honest. It's not really great when I'm going down before you page and you're screaming your head off. Kind of gives us a little bit of trauma, but that's alright. I don't think this is that. It's not like a toxic, I'm not like the other girls. I feel like this is funny. I don't think she's being satire. I think she really thinks that she is a pterodactyl. And that's kind of cool. I'm kind of here for it. This is how women should dress at the gym. See, ladies, it's not hard. You can do it too. Believe in yourself and stop being a whore. Finally. All these bloody whores in the gym. I don't even know how they're being a whore in the gym, but they're doing it. God, can't walk past a gym machine without these whores. How are you a whore in the gym? Please stop saying that word. I sound dirty when I say it. I feel like I need a bath. What? Is it just because she's wearing a t-shirt with a crew neck? Why are you trying to flex that? You're in competition with nobody here. I don't get this like dressing at the gym. The guy's literally in a vest. I don't think it matters, love. Honestly. You're trying to one-up people when you should just be focusing on yourself. Because I imagine you like concentrating on other people isn't making you happy. Just focus on yourself, love. Right? Better yourself. Focus on what you're wearing in the gym yourself, love. Not anyone else. See, that's like my worst nightmare. Like when I first started going to the gym, clearly I don't go now, but when I did, I used to always think, oh, I bet people are judging us. And then someone said, like, everyone's just judging themselves. Like, no one really cares about anyone else. And that gave me a lot of confidence. I was like, oh, I'll go in the gym. But when I see posts like this, it makes us never want to go back. Like, oh, people really do judge you. First time I wear tight booty shorts to the gym.
I don't like makeup.
Oh, not this podcast. Whenever I see a clip of this podcast with like the black background with the whatever text, I know it's going to be the worst take I've ever heard in my life. I don't think this room has had a single good take.
I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women, and I don't think they really need to be using it, honestly.
Wait, are you not? I mean, I'm not the makeup police here, but I think that she's wearing a little bit of makeup. It looks quite natural, but that's makeup, right? I think. Oh, I need a makeup user. Chloe's out. Shall I knock on the next door neighbour? Give us a sec. Nah, I'm not. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? You just pop in here, love. Is she wearing makeup? She is, alright. F off.
I think it takes away.
That's awesome.
Makeup it's capitalizing on women's insecurities when it's something that they can easily fix. I think it takes away from a woman's natural beauty, and also, it is so bad for you. Like,
okay, so the like very, very back end of this is what she's probably trying to get at. Is like the way that companies promote makeup to people. I can imagine in her head she's like, she doesn't agree with it, which is fair, but the way that she's kind of translating this message is totally off, because makeup can like make people feel more confident. Like makeup's got like a lot of like pro things that like people use it for. It can reduce like it can like build up people's self-esteem, etc.
Think about how skin absorbs things. When you read the ingredients on a foundation bottle, what is in it? You can't even pronounce it. It's a bunch of crap that you're putting on your face. And
yeah, but then you can just say that the same about food. Like if you really saw what goes into like, I don't know, like a Big Mac, there's loads of ingredients that you can't pronounce. So like, do you not agree with food? If you're using that rule, then surely you have to apply it to everything. Let me know what you think about that one, because obviously I'm not a makeup user, so I feel like I'm not really, like I don't really have the best perspective on it, but I feel like just her vibe's a little bit pick-me. Like, she's trying to be different and one-up all the other girls who are wearing makeup, and she's clearly wearing makeup herself. Strange, very strange. I try not to be a misogynist. Never a good start with sentence. It's like the worst person you know at a party starts a sentence like this. I try not to be a misogynist, and there are dumb people across the spectrum, but women uniquely cannot grasp the concept of depersonalized discussion, averages, categorical statements, etc. It's a very unique kind of, not going to say that word, that makes it impossible to discuss an idea. Sorry, that was just words. Like that, like, are you trying to get your word count up? You literally said so much, but nothing. It just went in there and then went out there. I literally registered nothing from that paragraph. Maybe that's because I'm one of the dumb people. This is a paragraph that like an NPC says in a game when you've like clicked to talk to him 10 times and he just wants you to f off. He just says a load of random stuff that just bores you. How scared emoji girls get in the lake? First, how, bruh, girls get in the lake. Get me a bruh girl. They're diving head first into the lake. Oh, they're so different. All I've wanted in my life. I don't care if they're a good person. I don't care if they're hot. How do you dive in a lake? Head first, come here. Get in them sheets right now. Again, why are you one-upping other girls because of the way that you dive into water? Does it matter if you walk into it or does it matter if you dive into it? Shout out to all my bruh girls though, they're the coolest. Just quickly guys, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button so you can join the Donut family. You'll have loads of videos to binge watch when you're bored, so just press subscribe. This has gotta be a joke. Do you know what? Like, I don't know if this is a joke or not, but I kind of like this one because I think if Harry Styles is going to pick anyone, right? Let's say you're going to a Harry Styles concert, right? Okay, you've shaved your legs, everything, just in case. You never know. You never know, right? You're going, and then everyone's filming them on their phones. But there's one girl just reading, like, a newspaper. If I'm on stage, I'm going to be like, who is she? What's her story? What does she know? Why is she not interested? She's paid for this, but she's not watching. I need to know more about her. She's definitely studied the tactics of how to get people to notice you. He is trying so hard to impress you. The way he looks at you. Woman taking a man's last name in marriage is an act of submission and subservience. You can try to come up with a million reasons to explain why you did it other than that, but we all know what it means culturally, and that's how everyone around you will always see whether you like it or not. This one's a little odd. Because I just think it's cute, you know? Like, you get married and then you just have the same surname. Like, that's really cute. You're like one, you're like a little team. I like it. Like, I don't think this one needs to be kind of studied. Like, if you don't want to take your partner's surname, that is, like, cool. That's fine. It's something you've probably talked about pre the wedding. But I think, like, people should still be allowed to. Like, I don't think this applies to everyone. Like, I would hope my girlfriend would want to take my surname. Not in, like there being, like, a submissive kind of way. Just in, like, a cute way, you know? It's, like, nice. It's nice! With all you girls who love football, just as the Euros are soon to start, but how many of you girls have been to one game and know the rules of football? Exactly. Called out. What you gotta say about that? Fake football fan girls? Girls like football? Tell us the next joke, Jimmy Carr. Never in a million years. Never. It's weird coming from a girl, because I feel like that's normally a guy thing. Like a guy will say to a girl, oh, you like football, do you? When you explain the offside rule. Like if I had to explain the offside rule, I know what it is, but I don't know if I'd be able to explain it. It's just such a weird question. Like why? People are allowed to like football just for the Euros. Right, that's fine. You go to beer gardens, it's more of the vibes. It's why I can imagine people that aren't actually asked about the game just want to go. Like a lot of the time in the Euros, the game's the worst part. It's the whole atmosphere and being with your mates. There's no need to put people down for that. I'm very defensive at the minute, aren't I?
I'm not like other girls. I know how to kill you, make it look like an accident, cry at your funeral, have people feel bad for me, and then get away with it.
Okay, here's one I'm not defending. I just want the other girls, if I'm honest. I don't want somebody that knows how to kill me. That's just a little bit too toxic for me. I like a little bit of toxicity. You know, a little bit, but not that much. Whoa. Not a killer. More like a little bit toxicity, but not a murderer. It's a bit too far. I am a nice, genuine girl in this crazy world. Isn't it difficult to imagine? Not gonna lie. Like, I think, is this Hinge or something? If I saw this on a dating website, I'm scrolling. I'm not clicking yes or whatever you click. I just feel like if you have to tell people you're a nice person, you're probably not. Like, why are you trying to prove it? If you're a nice person, we will just find that out. You don't need to say it straight off the bat. It just makes me think different. Women shouldn't vote. This is why would you wear a t-shirt like that as a woman? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? You taking this picture, you know exactly what you're doing. This is rage bait. Because I think I've seen this person before. Maybe we need to watch a clip from her. All she does is talk about her opinion. So you're basically saying women shouldn't have the power to express their opinion. Yeah, all you do is say your opinions on podcasts.
Love for the feminists. Please apply for the oil rigs. Please go do the hard jobs in society. They're open. They're hiring because I don't I don't think men or women are equal until we do the equal work. Go apply to be on the oil rigs. Go be a plumber. Go be an electrician. Go be on the front lines of the military. And then we should have equal rights. But until feminists are willing to do that, I don't believe we should have the freedom without the responsibility.
Okay, well, I don't think that I'm physically built for that. You might be, but I'm absolutely not.
That's such a weird thing to say, isn't it? Like, by the way, people on oil rigs get paid a lot of money. Yeah, they work like continuous days for like 2 weeks. They get a lot of money though, even though it's a really hard job. That wouldn't be a nice environment for a girl that's not used to spending a lot of time with a predominantly male group, because it's like, say there's 100 people working there, 99 of them will be men and you'll be the only girl. Like, that's just not, why would you pick that as a job? It's not a nice environment. Also, where is your, like, where do you live? Like, what is her upbringing? Do, like, women not work? Like, not a single, like, where I'm from, girls have really hard jobs. Like, for instance, my girlfriend Chloe, she's a waitress. She works like 5 days a week, like 10-hour shifts, and she's knackered. Like, that's a really hard job. I don't see what her point is. Like, how does she not think that girls work? It's so strange. Surely she doesn't actually believe this shit. God, guys, I am being such a feminist queen today, aren't I? The difference between me and other girls, I use my makeup brushes to clean my bike. Oh, that's so hot. Wait, but then do you put that on your face? Surely that can't be good. Like, all that dirt going into your face. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like it's the flex you think it is, love. Honestly. Right? Just use like a, you know, just use like a normal, you know, just use a normal like cleaning equipment for that, right? A sponge. You don't need to use a makeup brush. You're not getting any extra points for this. You're not trying to pass some tests. Anyway, guys, if you would like to watch my previous video on girls that are exactly like this but worse, click this video right here, because the ones in this are mental. Or watch a brand new video from me right here.
Kirkham, baby.